What's up, everybody? It's Conger Live. We're back again with another TMNT Mutant Madness video. Going to look at the heroes for the upcoming Power Mutation. Would have liked to get this out sooner, but it was Father's Day here in Thailand, and it's my son's 3-month birthday, so been really busy IRL. But here we go. We have Power Dimension Boost April Casey Jones and Super Irma. This is going to be a crazy week. Last week was excellent. This looks like some more excellent tunes. Really excited what they're doing here. A couple people have given a poo emoji. Not sure why. These are all excellent tunes. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go take a look at their kits. Okay, here we are in my box. We're going to take a look at April first. This is why April is so amazing. Ambush interview, select an enemy, inflict stun for 3 seconds, inflict stun for 3 extra seconds if to enemies under -20 will. So she can effectively have a 6-second stun, which is like the longest stun in the game. This is one of the reasons why she's amazing. She targets all her allies, gives them +15 alertness for 3 seconds, 25 extra alertness for 6 seconds to allies at or under -25 alertness. Target all enemies, inflict -75 alertness for 3 seconds. So also, this there was a bug and they fixed it where the 15 alertness give 25 extra alertness for 6 seconds to allies under 25 alertness. The 25 extra alertness used to trigger after the 15, but now the check is done at the same time, according to when I had asked Marshall about it a while back. So really, she could be giving 40 alertness if they're under 25 alertness, making sure that all allies are above alertness. And then, of course, stripping the alertness of the enemy. Pretty sweet. Her breaking news targets an enemy, inflict -40 haste, -40 alertness for 6 seconds. Inflict -40 armor for 6 seconds to targets that are above 40 armor. Do the same for barrier. Target all allies at range 3. Give a bunch of defense. So she is effectively leveling the battlefield, making sure that no one on the enemy team is getting some bonuses from armor and barrier to help your team get the damage in, and also giving them defense to keep them alive. Her informed public passive, after an enemy uses a skill, give defense to all allies above 0 alertness. What? Right? She's giving out defense. This is why she's such a great support. After an ally uses a skill, inflict -2 armor and barrier for 6 seconds to all enemies if that ally is above 10 alertness. So really, really want to make sure that she keeps giving that alertness out, which she does with her ultimate, and then able to strip more armor and barrier to the enemy. And the power of the press, she gives 12 will to all allies within range 3 if not stunned or silenced, and inflict -20 will to all enemies within range 3 if not stunned or silenced. So as long as she's not getting stunned or silenced, she's giving will to all of her allies, which is going to get their skills off faster and reducing will of the enemies. Just amazing stuff. And then what is Scoop? Gain a bunch of defense and 15 will for 8 seconds. Target another ally. Give the same defense and a bunch of will. 15 will. And 75 resistance to silence for 8 seconds. Gain and give 15 extra will to targets under 10 will. So if she has less than 10 will, if her ally target is less than 10 will, then she's going to give that extra will, so they can get their skills off even faster. So this is why April's so amazing. Her kit is just really, really well built. And then finally, her new equipment skill, the handheld camera. After using a skill, inflict a bunch of negative defense to all enemies. That's awesome. And then this stripping defense isn't reliant on alertness like gaining defense is. So the higher power you can get her, the more defense she's going to strip. So you can see I have over 10,000 bonus from my equipment. So definitely want to put a decent amount of equipment onto April to get that going. Okay, the next one that's on Mutation is her lover, Casey Jones. So Casey Jones has been known as the poor man Zorax when Zorax was like massive in the meta. Casey Jones is actually a really, really great tune. Hits really hard. He gains 60 armor for 2 seconds, selects an enemy at range 5, moves next to them, deals a bunch of physical damage over 2 hits, and deals extra damage to targets under 10 armor. Inflict slow for 5 seconds. So based on April's kit, he should be able to get that extra damage. It targets an enemy for his out of the park, his first auto. Inflicts negative defense and negative 20 focus for 10 seconds. Deals a bunch of physical damage. So this makes him exceptional against blaster heroes who rely on focus to get that damage output. His first, passive Vigilante Flurry after attacking an enemy. If will is at or above 0, gain 3 strength for 60 seconds. So with April on his team, he should be gaining will. He might have a way of gaining will himself as well. But as long as he's above 0 will, or even at 0, he's going to be stacking strength, making it where he's going to do more and more damage. And his Lawbreaker's passive gain 20 armor and haste per enemy at range 1. So the more people that are around him, the less damage he'll take, supposedly, with the armor. But he'll be able to attack faster. And of course, attacking faster gets his skills off faster. And finally, Gungala. He gains 50 strength and receives negative 70 alertness for 5 seconds. Target all enemies at range 1. Inflict negative defense. So I don't like that he receives the negative 70 alertness. I wish that he would just gain the strength for 5 seconds and then strip the defense. And if you can get him to 250, he's going to inflict negative 50 focus for 3 seconds as well. So really helping him to counter any sort of blaster heroes. So that's Casey. He does a nice, decent. It's not an amazing kit, but he does a lot of damage, big hits, especially if he can stack his strength. And his equipment skill, which I have to equip for because I'm not using him yet, is to gain 30 armor and 60 strength if under 60% health. So flat 30 armor right off the bat, keep him a little more survivable, and then he's going to hit a lot harder when he drops below 60 health. One thing I think is strange about his hockey mask is the 4-star rarity does not change. Nothing changes here. And that's kind of like, what? So I'm not sure what that bug is, or if they haven't just thought that through. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. And finally, we have Super Irma, which... do I still only have a 3-star? Yes, I'm super sad. I still only have a 3-star Super Armor on my main account. Both my alternate accounts have 4-star Super Irma. So you could her special, select a tile, target all enemies within range 1 of it, deal a bunch of energy damage, disarm for 3 seconds, deal extra energy damage, and inflict disarm for 2 extra seconds to targets at or above 10 armor. So Super Irma and Casey kind of have these kits that kind of counteract each other in a sense. So it's going to be really interesting to see them both being, the besties of April, partnering with April for this week. What's going to happen there? But lots of damage. Disarm is amazing. Her anti-magnet beam, target all enemies in a line at range 5. Deal a bunch of energy damage. Disarm again for 3 seconds. Inflict negative 50 strength for 6 seconds to targets above 50 strength, and do the same for focus. Once again, mitigating the amount of damage output that the enemies are going to be able to do. And then her repelling force, when attacking, she deals extra damage per other hero at range 1 of the target. And when it says other hero, that's friend or foe. So a lot of potential for some extra damage on her basic attack. It inflicts negative 30 haste to enemies at range 2 if not stunned or silenced, and gain 30 haste per enemy at range 2 if not stunned or silenced. So lot of potential to get a lot of damage output and to increase that haste, reduce the haste of the enemy, so she's going to get her special off more, hopefully slow the enemy down as well. In her metal manipulation, gain 25 armor per other hero at range 2, gain 25 extra armor per other hero at or above 10 armor at range 2, and in level 225 she inflicts negative 0.3 haste and will to all enemies per armor they have. So once again, she's slowing down the enemy team, which is why she's such a great toon, while she also does a lot of damage and supports herself in her own survivability. And finally, her anti-polarity field, her second auto skill. She targets all enemies at range 3, inflicts negative 40 strength and negative 60 focus for 7 seconds, and gains 10 focus per hero at range 3 for 7 seconds. So she basically nerfs everybody around her while boosting herself and making it to where she can, do quite a bit extra damage for those 7 seconds. And she also gains defense per hero at range 3 if you get her up to 250, which is going to just help once again with her own survivability. And we can't forget her equipment skills, Super TRI, gain 36 armor and focus, and 9 will. So she's just gaining extra survivability, extra damage output, and getting her skills off faster. Really, really solid equipment skill. Super Irma is an amazing hero. Probably the scariest of the 3 on Mutation this week, in my opinion, just because of what she does for the team as a whole, and also deals a lot of damage. So those are the Mutation heroes this week. Let me know which ones you guys are going to be using in the comments down below. We just want to help each other game smarter here, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to ninja kick the like button, subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content, and we'll see you in the next video.